Shields open.
Welcome everybody. In this video I'm talking about the Batmobile, one of the most iconic cars that we've ever seen in movies and in pop culture. And we've seen a lot of variations on this car, from the small screen to the big screen to the comics. And they all seem to draw from real life. We've seen the Matt Reeves version in the 2022 film The Batman, which has a real muscle car aesthetic. It looks really similar to the Dodge Challenger, and I love it. And of course there's also the one from the Dark Knight trilogy, the Christopher Nolan version. I think in an interview he mentioned he wanted the profile to look like a Lamborghini, and the functionality and the presence, he wanted it to be like a Humvee. And which got me thinking, what cars I think would make a good Batmobile? When I say the best Batmobile, I don't mean functionality purely. I mean, I'm leaning more towards aesthetics, mixed of course with some functionality, but I would say aesthetics first. Being that this is all entertainment. Now, having said that, my criteria for the ideal Batmobile would be what I like to consider the 3 S's, which are sound, styling, and size. Now, given that criteria, here are the top 5 cars that I think would make a great Batmobile. Coming at number 5, it's the Mercedes-AMG GLE 63S Coupe, or Coupe. Now, I was thinking about the SUV styling of the Dark Knight trilogy, and there's plenty of SUVs to choose from. If I had to pick, it'd be this one. I just love the sleek coupe silhouette styling of it. It's aggressive, it has a real presence on the road, something Mercedes knows how to do best. This SUV is one of the best out there. Number 4, the Dodge Viper GTS, specifically the second generation. This generation came with a fixed hardtop as opposed to the first generation, which was a open convertible style, Targa style. And right, so when I decided on this one, I'm thinking more along the lines of the Batman, the most recent Robert Pattinson version. In that one, he's driving literally a American muscle car inspired machine. When we're talking about on the road presence, styling, sound, again, I mean, all the criteria for me that makes a great Batmobile, this one is the ultimate one to go with. If we're talking about American muscle car, raw performance, it feels like it's alive. Now we're getting into dream car territory for me personally. Coming in at number 3, this is the Rolls-Royce Wraith Black Badge Edition. Of course, the Wraith was replaced with the all-electric Rolls-Royce Spectre, something that I wasn't thrilled with, but I think this Wraith is timeless. This is probably something you would think Bruce Wayne would probably drive, which is true. However, can you imagine this being the inspiration for a Batmobile? I mean, you see this on the road and you're just like, wow, who is driving that? And it would make sense to see the Dark Knight get out of this, something that resembles this. So for me, the Rolls-Royce Wraith, one of my dream cars for sure. Coming in at number 2, the one and only Ferrari F40. Every car enthusiast's dream car. This car should be the starting point for every Batmobile design. Can you imagine Batman behind the wheel of something like this, shifting the 5-speed manual, doing 100 miles an hour, and you hear that exhaust coming from half a mile away? How is this not in a Batman movie already? If it has been, I haven't seen it yet. Anyway, that's my number 2. Coming in at number 1, if if you hadn't guessed it by now, it's the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ edition. The SVJ is more of the aggressive, sort of track-focused version. I went with this version because, I mean, it just looks like the Batmobile. Talk about not needing to do much to it. I believe Christopher Nolan has already mentioned in interviews that the Lamborghini was what he had in mind for the Dark Knight trilogy.
I had this idea of really having something that had the profile of a Lamborghini, but was combined with the weight and feel of a Humvee.
Between this and my number 2 choice, take your pick depending on how you feel. But for me, this car is what Batman should just drive.